Nope. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. It's 3 minutes after 12. We will call the Choteau City Council meeting for 21 February to order. Those present will stand and do the Pledge of Allegiance, all three of us. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's my second time today.
Yeah, here at City Hall, I've got Councilman Diakos, Finance Officer Rogers, and myself. Zoom, I have Councilman Murja, and on the phone, I have Councilwoman Kikoli, who is under the weather. So let me close this and we will move on. First order today would be to open the public hearing on the proposed subdivision regulation. Has anybody heard or seen any comment from anybody in the public concerning our subdivision rules, regulations, or changes?
No.
Okay, hang on, Sarah, you have not? Okay, and I figured at the title company you might have. Mel?
Chris, maybe it would be helpful if you could give a brief overview of what, if anything, is changing from the subdivision regulations that we had under the county to the subdivision regulations that we're now going to have under the city. Are there any significant changes?
I'll let Jody address that because yes, there are.
There are a few, they're minor. It changes who, like for a boundary line adjustment on a lot, which you're just like a lot that you're just dividing. Now, instead of having to go through the planning board, that will just come to city council for their approval. We won't need to go through that. It just kind of what it is doing is streamlining things so that there isn't as many hoops to jump through to do something that is actually very simple. That's the main goal in this, and we will basically, Jerry will be doing all the reviewing. So it'll instead of the county doing the reviewing, we will do that through Great West and through the council and the mayor. So that's basically all that has changed.
No change on the city county planning boards, anything like that. We'll still operate under the same city county planning board. And one of these days I got to talk to Mayor Tacky and find out how he staffed his out. So he doesn't have to go, but we'll figure that one out down the road.
You volunteer.
Yeah.
The number of properties or lots that this would affect is fractional for the city because there are some that are already below the limit of what can be subdivided, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not going to affect everyone anyway.
No.
Really, all that it's gonna affect probably is those really big lots, like the Boots. There's one that they're talking about down in that Jaeger subdivision over here. That's like 20,000 square feet. They want to split it in half.
And maybe one or two up on Airport Hill, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't know what's up there lot wise.
So
Yeah.
other than that, somebody would have annex space.
And then I was gonna say the other side of it's annexation then.
Yeah. Okay.
The only question I got is if this affected zoning or not zoning, yeah, zoning.
Jody,
Yep, and it does not.
it has no effect on zoning. So again, it's just us having a better opportunity to better say on our stuff, what happens within the incorporated city limits of Choteau.
Is this a public hearing that stays open, or is this one that we close this?
We're gonna close it.
Okay.
Councilman Murja, did you have any comments on the subdivision? Nope. He's shaking his head no. Again, the only thing I heard was what, like Jody said, it's gonna be very few people that this would affect. And it's an opportunity for us to deal with it at City Hall without having to go through the courthouse, the county, and bring it back to us that way. So if there's no further questions, I would close this public hearing on the subdivisions.
Do you need a motion for that?
Sure.
I have a motion from Councilman D to
I'll
close.
second it.
I have a second from Councilman Murja.
I wasn't sure if you could, yeah.
I would rather do
We'll
it
cover our
just to be
bases,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll cover our bases. So, no other questions? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hi.
And Councilman Howard is absent, so we have 3 in favor. We will get that posted and taken care of. Thank you. Approval of minutes of the city council meeting.
I move approval of the minutes as presented.
I have a motion from Councilman D.
I will second.
Now you're too slow, Councilman Merja. Councilwoman Coley beat you to the draw. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? They stand approved. Anybody heading out of state?
No, no.
I don't think I am. I'm not even heading out of town today. I was supposed to, but got,
Not that this weather
Denied.
doesn't make me want to.
yeah. Next thing would be to vote on the resolution. So those in favor of resolution, I would take a motion to approve.
I move.
I
approval
move that we
of number
approve
89.
resolution.
And I have
Go
a
ahead,
second,
Steve.
Councilman Merja. You got some
Yeah.
video legs, Stuart, that's all. You're on it.
Yep.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We will get that taken care of. Claims is next.
I move we pay the bills.
Second.
There you go. Councilman D and Councilman Merja. I didn't see anything wild and crazy on the bills this month.
No.
That's what's
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
That's true. That's true. So, those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're gonna, you guys, this is gonna be a quick meeting. Because we didn't have our construction meeting today, so we really have very little to take care of. Other than the subdivision thing. You can see the city court from Pete's there, two hearings. Nothing affecting us.
I was gonna say, is that out of city court or is that?
That's just on his,
Countywide.
that's his justice court stuff.
Gotcha.
Doesn't look like there was anything city court. Mike's plowing snow, so he didn't get his reports done. I know Jody's up to her eyeballs in paperwork as we're dealing with legislative changes. Today was Senate Bill 352, which was one you guys should read. It's crazy. For those of you who, Tom is in Turkey, so I don't have anything from the building guys.
But he's safe.
He is safe in Turkey. He and Cody are in Istanbul, and today's their last day. 31-8 did not give me his report. So I will lean on these guys to get us updated next time. Councilman Mergy, you got anything for us? Nope.
Nope. My year has been pretty busy, so not much.
I'm gonna email you and Councilman D on a dog issue yesterday. Your favorite gal, our favorite dog.
Well, I will tell you when I when I drove across town yesterday, I saw 8 dogs, 5 in my neck of the woods and 3 in the other neck of the woods. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about it.
I don't either. So, Councilman D,
Choteau Lions Club is got a great article coming out in the Acantha. Thanks, Mel, and thanks Clayton Ketchum for putting that together, giving an update on where we're at with the LWCF grant and for the pool and tennis courts, as well as the work being done on the band shell. So kudos to all involved in that, and it's coming along nicely. We're gonna have some nice stuff for this summer, I think.
cool. Jody,
I did sit in on a meeting this morning and the construction company is hoping to start hopefully around the 20th tentatively of March. And there will be one pay request that we will probably get at our next meeting. So it'll be the first part.
That sounds-
For their whole fees.
I like your optimism.
I want me to. They started out, it was gonna be the 6th, and that's not happening, so we'll see.
Councilman Cocoli, what's your neighbor across the street up today, driving you up the wall? Did he have his snowblower going early this morning?
Not early, but yeah, it's still windy.
Yeah,
Singing that song to myself about tugging on Superman's cape.
oh, man. It is not good out there. And my meeting tonight, like I said, was canceled, so could have stayed home. Councilman Howard and Councilman Cocoli did get an email I forwarded to her from a constituent. And I addressed it the way Councilman Cocoli asked me to and sent him copies of some stuff and asked him to come to the city council meeting and talk to us about it. And it's about vehicles parked on the street, campers parked on the street, boats parked on the street, and dogs barking during the day. So if he comes, he comes. If he doesn't, he doesn't. So For my desk, I would tell you that Senate Bill 382, and I've got talking points down here for the council members. Mel, this is the bill that the Leagues of Cities and Towns is putting out in lieu of some of these other restrictive ones for lot sizes. This would allow rural communities and rural counties to opt out of that 2,500 square foot minimum lot type stuff and things along those lines. This is a bill that has been working in 2 interim committees. It was supposed to have been addressed at the last session and didn't get done. It has been introduced, and I have not seen when the hearing for it is scheduled yet, but I will let council people know, and I would appreciate anybody out there weighing in, and at least by email, and putting your thoughts forward on it.
Who's carrying the book?
Yeah, Forrest Mandeville.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his dad's the mayor of Columbus, so hopefully that carries some thought for us. Testified this morning on Senate Bill 351, another bill by Senator Tribus out of Great Falls to overthrow the Clean Air Act. The first one failed, never made it out of committee, so there were some words and names changed to protect innocent. It was reissued this morning, and the line of opposition was out the door. So I oppose it as a cancer survivor. I oppose it as a person that lost a father to lung cancer, and as a mayor, because finding people with jobs that, fill these jobs, you will start smoking in some of these establishments. Those who don't smoke may not want to go back to work there, and it's difficult as it is. So go ahead, Councilman Burja.
Well, and that was my opposition. As you know, I worked in a bar when the Montana Clean Air Act came into effect, and the difference and ability to do my job after smoking was not allowed was amazing.
Yeah.
I felt better at the end of my shift. I was less cranky with people. I mean, it's huge. And yes, we're adults, but those of us that work there don't get the choice of whether or not we're in the smoke.
Yeah.
So
Shrove Tuesday pancake supper tonight at the pavilion. Other than that, I don't have anything. Stay home if you don't have to be out and about, though you got to get pancakes. We will meet on the 7th of March. We'll be back at the evening schedule then. Hold on, Stuart, let me go.
Just a quick plug for the Chamber of Commerce Hometown
yeah,
Choteau
thank you, Mom.
Mixer and Taste of Choteau Appetizer Contest this weekend on Saturday at the Stage Stop Inn. 22 plus community organizations will have tables there to spread the word about what they do, and there should be lots of good hors d'oeuvres, since each one of them is bringing an hors d'oeuvre. And we just really encourage people who are either new to our community or who have lived here forever, which basically is everyone in Choteau, to come out from 6 to 8 p.m. and meet your neighbors and just enjoy a nice evening.
Yes, looking forward to it. Councilman Murja.
I was just wondering if the roads south of here are open yet or not, if we've heard.
It is open to emergency travel, last I saw, and they ask you if you do not need to travel, please do not travel. I know that the Alluvian folks came up through Dutton this morning, and they've already called and asked if they can stay at our office tonight. So I think that's what we've got, but if you guys saw my post from a couple weekends ago, I can tell you that my stuff for the Taste of Tammy's stuff for the Taste of Choteau will have to do with bacon. Jody?
We'll know for sure on that training for tomorrow in Fairfield. She was supposed to let me know, or Dan was supposed to let them know about 1 o'clock, so watch for an email.
There is a elected officials meeting or training tomorrow night in Fairfield, but right now it's weather pending, and we're waiting for Dan Clark to get back to us, and as soon as we do, Jody will get it out to us. Okay?
I'm leaning towards them.
We're betting no. Yes,
And
ma'am?
that is different from what the board leadership training that Dan is going to do on the 27th in Choteau.
Yes.
Yes.
Different. Okay.
It's the board one is more geared towards being on, serving on public boards and like nonprofit boards. This is for electeds.
Okay.
Do we have to, so for the one on the 27th, is that something we're supposed to register for? This is the first I'm hearing about it, and that's something I'd like to attend. Is it too late to get?
It's not too late. You can RSVP to the extension office. It's not required. It's requested but not required. And it will be from 6 to 8:30 at the Stage Stop Inn on Monday, February 27th.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, anything else for the good of the order? Be warm, be safe, check on your neighbors, folks. It's gonna get brutal cold. Call us if you need us, and we will see you on 7 March. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.